get your phone. Hey everyone, and we are live. Thanks for joining. What we're going to do for those that are joining, you guys are going to have a first look on the X-Ring channel about the announcement, which this has not been made public yet. Let me go ahead and see if I can switch this camera around, and I'll do some more talking. Hold on for just a minute. All right. All right, so I'm in my office, and what I've been up to making all of these right here. And these are the new Microtech R2K9 suppressors. These cabinets back here are full of them. These are actually military overruns. We just fulfilled our military contract, and this is the latest, greatest modular 9mm suppressor out there on the market. It has not made it into the hands of dealers yet, but I wanted to give you guys an overview of what the suppressor is, what it does, and everything else about it. So I'm not going to be able to read the comments because I've got someone holding the camera, but you guys are seeing this first. There's no one else in the world that has this suppressor right now. So what this was a venture between, I help basically co-build this with the owner, Anthony Marfione, with Microtech Defense Industries. And we sought out a couple of years ago to make the quietest, most versatile 9mm suppressor out there in the world. And I think we did that. We actually submitted this for military trials. We beat out a lot of big name suppressors, and we won a contract. We fulfilled that contract, and so we want to show you what this is and what it's all about. Price point on this is going to be costly, okay? It is going to be $1,500 MSRP. It is going to be priced very similar to something like a Knight's Armament. If the comments come in, these guys are going to have to read it because I am not going to be able to read it at all. So what you get in the package, so this is what it comes in. It comes in an 904 case, just like this. And when you open it up, what you're going to see is the owner's manual. And guys, we didn't spare any expense on this. It's done top tier. This is tier 1 stuff. Rip-proof, waterproof paper. So, you know, typically suppressors are dirty. And so when you're working with suppressors, you're going to get this all over your manual. This is a good way to wipe it, clean it off. We did a lot of visuals in here and everything else. So what do we have? What we have is a 9mm full auto rated modular user serviceable suppressor. It is also full auto plus P rated. This is good for use in subguns, for any of your Glocks, your SIGs, anything like that. And what I'll do is I'll show you everything that it comes with. So let's get started. First and foremost is the actual suppressor itself. What you're looking at is a full titanium body, titanium end cap, titanium baffles throughout the entire unit. When you open this up, this is the end cap. What I'm going to show you is this would be the full accessory module, full length unit here. And guys, this is going to be for maximum dry reduction. Decibel reduction. This comes with a half 28 piston, so this will work on any of your half 28 thread patterns and 9mm. But the package also comes with a 13.5x1 left-handed thread along with a spare spring. So what we kind of thought of was a full comprehensive kit on what you would need, when you buy it, you don't need to buy anything else. Okay, we will offer 5/8-24 for those that want to shoot it in their 300 blackout subsonic. But you have a 13.5x1 left-handed thread with a spare spring. You also have a fixed barrel spacer. And that's what this is, guys. This is going to be when you're using it on a fixed barrel, something like on a subgun or something where you don't have a barrel that tilts or anything like that. Underneath this tray, you're going to see a 2-piece disassembly tool. This goes together. Guys, I can't read the comments. Are comments coming in, or how many viewers we have? 46. All right, guys, thanks for joining in. So you have a 2-piece rod along with a guide that goes in here. This is for disassembly. You also have a armorer's tool. This is a disassembly tool for in a clean environment or something. There's more on that. I'll tell you in just a minute. And then we also provide a full set of O-rings. So kind of like a rebuild kit. So that's actually what comes in the package. Now let's talk more about the suppressor. So when you mount this, and I can't show a firearm because of YouTube live rules, when you mount this on a firearm, this is the half 28. It's going to be the standard thread configuration with this. full titanium accessory module. So all of this is titanium. This is covered by, right now, 5 US patents. They are active and the patent numbers are here. We do have 2 more that are pending, so hopefully we'll see that come soon. But I want you guys to take a look at it up close. You guys are going to see the texturing here on this. Just incredible grip and just unbelievable decibel reduction. What's unique about it is, number one, if we remove the end cap here, let's you guys take a look at this. If you remove the end cap, you're going to notice it has what we call a baffle retainer. So we don't lose any baffles. We can actually shoot it this way, okay? And we don't recommend shooting it this way because if I were to hit this or drop this really hard, we could put a dent in it. And so the cap is going to give it more structural rigidity, but you can fire it just like this. The cap does add about a half decibel reduction, so we always recommend using it with the cap, but that is full machined titanium there, one solid piece. Okay, so maximum decibel reduction, dry, just like this. Now if I wanted to go to what we call the K configuration, which is a little shorter, and I've got the spec sheet and all, like I said, we'll do that in an announcement. You're going to see all of this starting to hit the web today. Microtech's going to start just putting out a bunch of information on this today. You'll see it on Facebook and Instagram. I'm sure they'll have something on the Microtech Knobs YouTube channel as well. But this is the K configuration. Guys, this is a wet and dry suppressor. This little suppressor right here in the K configuration wet will give you 40 to 41 decibels of reduction, shooting a 9mm with 147 grain, okay? Not shooting some super hush ammo or anything like that, or 158s or 165s. So really incredible sound reduction. It's unlike anything you've ever heard. We did show this at the Big Daddy Unlimited shoot as well as the Iraq Veteran 8888 shoot, and it was the talk of the whole show. The unit is light, but like I said, it's fully user serviceable. So one of the cool things about it is you don't need any other tools or anything to disassemble this. The unit can be disassembled using itself. So on the end cap here, when I showed you this earlier, on the end cap, if I needed to change the piston out or anything like that, what I can do is I can use the end cap here on what we call the PRC, the piston retainer, and I can remove this without having the armorer's tool. So if I'm out in the field and I need to switch the piston for whatever reason, you guys are going to see the PRC right here. You'll see the gaskets on the insides. And like I said, you guys are seeing this first. Now I can remove the spring and the piston itself, the half 28. Now let's say I needed to get the baffles out. It's a really cool feature. That piston retainer that I took off, I call the end cap the master key to this. So now I can place this on the top right here. Let me get it located. Once I get that located, I can put the end cap on, and now I can unscrew the baffle retainer just like this. Guys, we're doing this live, no second takes. And then that is what we call the baffle retainer. Now the baffles are inside of here. These are full titanium baffles. Let me try to do this without dropping anything or making it a mess. Those are the titanium stacks. These are patented as well. It uses a heavily modified K-style baffle. And guys, unlike other 9mm suppressors or other suppressors, you get a whole bunch of loose parts. Now I need the owner's manual to figure out how to put this thing back together. On our unit, it only goes together one way. Basically, with these titanium baffles, guys, look at that machine work on this. Just unbelievable. So basically, when I index these, and if you guys are not familiar with suppressors, you'll typically have what we call a bird mouth cut on one side. These are made such that they only go together one way. So it's almost like a Lego jigsaw puzzle, if you will. All right, see that? It's locked into place. We get this. If I try to do it wrong, it won't go together. There it is, it locks in together. And there's the other one. And what you end up having is an alternating bird mouth stack. You see 3 on top, 2 on the bottom. So basically you hold the stack like this, and let you guys see inside of this titanium tube. And then at this point, all I do is I take 3 bird mouths, I line it up with the serial number, and then this gets inserted, just like that, and it locks into place. You'll know because you'll hear it click, okay? So I've done it so much I can make it where it doesn't click, but if you want to hear the click, there it is, it clicks into place. Now this unit tells on itself. Now we can use the armorer's tool. We don't need it, because remember, everything can be done with this unit here. But just so you guys can see, because I'm just trying to show you guys the full kit, the armorer's tool just makes it nicer because it's more to grab and hold on to. You put the baffle retainer in here, this screws in. Just like that. They're not going anywhere. You can shoot it just like that. So I think it's a really, really innovative new suppressor. I mean, you know, suppressors have kind of been, all right, well, here's this, here's that. This is something that's really unique in that it does so well with sound suppression, and it is fully user serviceable. You know, with these titanium baffles, you can use them in ultrasonic, you can use them in a stainless tumbler. And I'm sorry I can't answer the questions. I mean, are questions coming up, guys?
What about decibel reduction and everything?
Okay, the decibel reduction, let's talk about that for just a minute, because for those that have watched it on my channel, you know, we use an actual sound meter for that. But decibels will change based on environmentals, okay? Everything from temperature to humidity and all of that. Our numbers, and just hang tight for just a minute. Let me grab a spec sheet. I'll be right back. And guys, I don't want you guys to take my word for it. We actually flew out to another major manufacturer of suppressors, a very, very well-known company, and we had them verify our decibel reduction numbers. It gets really hinky when you start putting out numbers because everyone's numbers are going to change based on those environmentals.
Questions about the 6.5 and the weight and length.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to get to all the specs. I appreciate it. Hold on for just a minute. All right, so the latest numbers that we have in the full length assembly, this is 11.5 ounces and it measures in at 8.6 inches. Okay, that's overall length, 8.6 inches, 11.5 ounces. The diameter is 1.37 on the actual suppressor itself. Average decibel reduction dry for this unit is 35 to 36 decibels using 147 grain American Eagle, Fiocchi, anything like that. Wet, it's about 37, okay? You're just like, wait a minute, you just said something about 40-something decibel reduction. I'm getting there, that's the exciting part. In the K configuration, this is 6.4 inches in length and weighs in at 9 ounces, okay? So very little when you put it on the end of a Glock, like a 19 or 17, something like that. This is where it gets really interesting. Dry, this is about 31 to 32 decibel reduction. So you're not giving up a lot off of that full length assembly. But with one little cap full of water or any ablative, you're going to get a decibel reduction of 40 to 41 decibels, okay? I know it's tough to believe. It is what it is, okay? We've proven this time and time again. It's pretty impressive. As far as any other calibers right now, because we were focusing on that military contract, now it's fulfilled. I'm not gonna say these are overruns because we built extras for the consumer market, but since that contract has been fulfilled, those have been shipped, those have been delivered, now we can sell. We're going to just go ahead and open these out to the market. We're going to offer it in 3 different configurations as far as coloring. This is what we call the apocalyptic finish. And so this is something that's kind of a signature thing for Microtech. We're also going to offer it in a Coyote. Now the Coyote, this is a Coyote Cerakote finish, the high temp Cerakote finish, and then on the back side we leave this bronze because we do realize that Cerakote, regardless, if you guys have any type of Cerakote in any of your firearms, you know that over time it is going to start showing chipping and wear and things like that. So what we do is we bronze this part here so that it's not actually coated with the Cerakote. And we do actually use Cerakote. We have certified Cerakote applicators in the house that do it. And then we also offer the black, and then you'll notice the bronze on the back side. Okay, so this is a unique little accent on the back side, but it's going to show less wear and tear over time because that's where you're going to be putting the tools to change out pistons, things like that. So right now, this is going to be the initial offering. There are no dealers that have these yet. Like I said, you guys are hearing it first. I mean, this is the only place you're going to find this video or any talk about the suppressor. So all of this is going to start hitting this week. Dealers will start making inquiries. We've already had quite a few that said they will stock it. Price point, guys, it is going to be $1,500. It takes a lot more to machine titanium. Like I said, there is no aluminum in this suppressor. The only parts you're going to find in here are 6AL4V titanium, and you do have 17.4 pH on the mount pistons, but everything else, baffles, body, accessory module, all of this is titanium, okay, with the exception of a rubber gasket here. Matter of fact, there's nothing in this that's not titanium. So just wanted to touch base with my followers, let you guys see this first and foremost before anyone else. So you guys can help me get the buzz started. We will, like I said, put it on Facebook, put it on Instagram. If you have any other questions, let me know. We do have some other calibers that we've been working on, but like I said, that's not really where it's at right now. Right now, this is the R2K9, and I'll go ahead and let you take a peek at my office space. These are cabinets just full of those suppressors, as well as in here. So we have a lot of these ready to go, ready to be shipped. It's not like it's a one-off. Like I said, these are going to be available to the public. I know the price point's a little high, but you really do get what you pay for. So, guys, I hope you like this announcement. Like I said, you're not going to find it anywhere else. I appreciate all you guys that watch the channel and support the channel. I hope you guys have a great week. If you have any other questions, you can always email me at thexringchannel@gmail.com. I do appreciate it. I hope you guys have a great week. We'll talk to you soon. Have a good one.